There, you can see our picture right there. Okay.
Hello.
Welcome to the repost. This is live streaming for Sunday, November 19th, 2017. We're going to be focused on American style. This is my sister Deidre.
Hello, everybody.
We call her Dee Dee. So we are just waiting now for viewers. We have zero so far. Welcome one, welcome all. So let's see here. Come closer to me. There. You see your face?
Yes.
Say hi.
Hello.
Do we look alike? All right, so we are, oh, there's Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hello, Susan.
So let's see, we have, where's our, it says 0 watching, but I see Susan in a chat. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm going to go ahead and log in, though, to Mahjong Time. We're going to play American style. Oh, there, we have 1. Thank you, Susan, for coming. And thanks for saying hi. It's good to see that chat is working. This is my sister, Deidre.
Hello, Susan.
Do you see her name right there?
Yep, I do.
Okay. And we're logging into Mahjong Time. This is where I play. My sister has never really seen how I do all this, so I'm introducing her to this as well. Look, I'm in 88th place, top 100. I have a long way to go. So don't look at this chat, look at this chat.
Yes, here.
Yeah.
So who's Deborah?
Deborah's just joined us. Welcome.
Hi, Deborah.
Welcome, Deborah. Welcome, Janice.
Hello.
This is my sister, Deidre. We have 10 watching. Welcome, everybody. Tonight we're going to be focused on American style Mahjong. And I'm going to be sharing what I call strategy by wall. Tom Sloper shares about this concept, and I think it is a great strategy. So I wanted to kind of do a walkthrough in the games we play tonight. Hello, Susan. Oh, Susan. Susan Gale. We said hi earlier. Sorry about that. I thought we had a new Susan. Hi, Peg. Peg likes to watch the video. She's very active in the commenting. I see her commenting in lots of the videos, especially the nosh and such, when I do silly things. We have 20 people who've joined us. Welcome. Tonight's going to be focused on American style Mahjong. Peg, did you see the one from today? Today's was chicken and puff pastry. But I learned something new. I don't remember who said it, but I'm supposed to be rolling out that pastry dough, and I didn't know that. And so the pastry was really thick, but it was still good. So the next time I do puff pastry, I'm going to roll it out, and it'll be a lot thinner. So I think it'll be better. It was still yummy, though. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. Oh, yes. And under any recipe that you see, if you have one to share, type it in the comment section, or you could always send me a private message through Facebook, because I am still on the lookout for one-bite appetizers that'll be good for Mahjong Nosh.
Susan says she's still trying to figure out how to play free on this website.
Okay, so when you play at Mahjong Time, everybody starts with a white belt, which is like entry level, and you have to rank up, kind of like in martial arts when you get belts. As you progress through martial arts, you know, you start with, I don't know what the colors are for martial arts, but at Mahjong Time you start with a white belt, and then you get a green stripe, and then you'll get 2 green stripes, 3 green stripes, and then you get a yellow belt. And then you'll get 3 stripes and a green belt. Then you'll get, oh, you know what? I think it's the other way. It's white, green, then what looks like yellow, but it's actually brown, and then black. So when I log in, you'll see I have a brown belt with 1 stripe. So I need to get 2 more stripes, and then I'll be a black belt. That's my goal. I want to be a black belt in American style, Japanese style, and Hong Kong style, and eventually competition. That's my goal. But when you play, some games require a certain level of belt. So most fun games require a white belt with 1 green stripe, I believe. In order to get to a white belt with 1 green stripe, you play in a tournament. Tournaments, from what Slava told me, is that you can play any tournament with a white belt, and that's how you get that green stripe. When you play a game at Mahjong Time, it costs about 500 chips usually. So like if you look here at the screen, hi Josephine, welcome. If you look at the screen here, you see in this column here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th column over, it says entry fee. That's how much it costs to enter for that table, and that cost is different. So you can see all these games here are 500 dragon coins, and then down here we have 250 dragon coins. These are the ones that probably the lower level belts would be good to play. They probably have a lower, okay, so here's what you do. You click on a table, you come over to the right. Let me move my photo so I can show you. Okay, see over here, I clicked settings, and then it shows all the different requirements for that table. So you can see that the minimum belt to join is a white belt with 1 green stripe. So you need to join a tournament or a marathon. You see this marathon table? That's a white belt. So you need to play in a tournament, or a marathon I should say, to earn that stripe. So play in tournaments, or I keep saying tournaments, sorry about that. Play a marathon until you earn that stripe, and then you can play in the other fun games. I guess you kind of have to prove yourself, and that's how you do it. So then you're going to play in all these different tables, and every one that you enter is going to cost dragon coins. When you join, you get 1,000 dragon coins per day, just on an ongoing basis. But let's say that you play in these quick mahjongs that cost 500. So you can basically play 2 for free if you lose, because you only get 1,000 a day. Then you have to wait till the next day to get your new allotment of 1,000 chips. That's one way to play for free. Another thing you can do is become a subscriber with a membership, which I think the subscribers are, oh, what's it called? Let me see here. I have to, let me go to the website. Hold on one second. Mahjong Time. I have to remember what the subscriptions are here. Let's see, about, bear with me while I go here, because I don't have this memorized, sorry. Here, Mahjong Time membership. Here we go. Okay, so you can be free, and this tells you what you get, 1,000 chips. You can see that right there, and it's free, but you have to wait to get your 1,000 chips every day to play 2 games, unless, of course, you win, because then you get all the chips from that entrance. So if you win, you could play more. You could do a premium membership where you get 1,000 chips up to 3 times a day as needed. So like if you're on a losing streak for that day, Mahjong Time will give you 1,000 dragon coins up to 3 times for that particular day. And that's $4.95 a month. And then the VIP, you get 1,000 chips up to 5 times a day, and that's $7.95 per day. I think it's totally worth it. I just budget it in my entertainment budget. I think that's completely reasonable, personally. So you can try it out for free. Does anybody have any questions about that? You can also buy coins, and I actually do that. I actually buy coins. You can buy chips up here. Let me move my photo over again. So if you click over here, see this buy chips and coins? You can actually buy coins. I usually get 50,000 at a time. It's like $50, and that's totally optional, but that allows me to play whenever I want and however much I want, whether I win or lose. And I kind of just like to not have to worry about that or think about that, and we just budget that into our entertainment budget. So if anyone has any questions about all that, just write it in the comment section. Hi, Nancy. Okay, Kasula, I don't know, I forget what your real, oh, Carol, thank you. If you have a unique YouTube handle, like Carol has Kasula, C-A-S-U-L-A, it's hard for me to remember what your real name is. She introduced herself there in the chat as Carol, so it's easy for me to make that connection until we become more and more acquainted. So welcome, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
This is my sister Deidre. We have 43 watching now.
Hello.
My sister Deidre is visiting from Colorado, so she is going to help me with chat as we play.
Go Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Do we have any Bronco fans in the house?
Maybe not.
I don't really watch sports very much, so I don't know. All right. So the plan tonight was just to play American-style Mahjong, and I was thinking about going over the core strategy that I have from my website. We have...
Broncos are losing.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
Oh, Peg is from Aurora.
Oh, look at that.
Cool. Well, Deidre, I hope you don't mind if I'm telling where you live.
No,
I'm not
that's fine.
Not her address, but she's from Colorado Springs.
Ah.
Okay, so Josephina's a hockey fan.
Go Rangers.
Okay. Yeah, we don't really watch sports. So yeah, Deidre is in Colorado Springs. That's where all my brothers and sisters live except one. I have one brother in Oregon. He lives in Westland, Oregon. My dad lives in Oregon City, I believe. Is that right?
Yep,
Oregon City. Mm-hmm. So we have family in Oregon near Portland, and then we have family in Colorado Springs. Peg, you're in Portland often? I love Portland. That is my favorite place on the planet, personally. I think the Oregon coast is paradise. It is absolutely beautiful, and I don't care if it's cold. I don't really go in the water, so the water being cold is not a problem for me. I just like beachcombing. So the temperature of the water doesn't matter when you're beachcombing. You could even go on the coast in Oregon in December, and I would be happy. Yes, it would be cold, but I don't care.
Shirley from Bend, Oregon here, about 3.5 hours away from Portland.
Yep, I know where Bend is. Beautiful, Shirley. That is gorgeous country. Absolutely gorgeous. Oakland. Oh, California is amazing. They have... Now, Oakland... Is Oakland on the coast? I don't know. I've been in California some. We used to live in Fairfield, California, when my dad was in the Air Force.
I'm a new player, only a couple months.
Okay, Deborah, welcome. This is going to be a good one for you to watch because I'm going to go over strategy tonight.
And what does the 5 second or 6-7 mean? Susan asks.
Okay, so on Mahjong time, the third column over, you see time limit. It says 6, 8, 5, etc. That's how many seconds you have to decide on your pick. So you draw a tile, you have 6 seconds to decide what to do. If you do not make that decision on time, the game will discard whatever tile you have picked at the moment. So if you need practice with decision making, pick an 8-second game. That will give you max time to decide what to do.
And Carla Short says hi from Colorado Springs.
Awesome.
Hi, neighbor.
Did you hear that Deidre is from Colorado Springs?
I have a feeling she did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know when you came in, but I have all my brothers and sisters are there, except one, of course. Across the bay from San Francisco, that's Oakland. Awesome. Beautiful. So do you see the Golden Gate Bridge from where you live, Deborah? That is an amazing sight. I mean, it's iconic for the United States, really. It's one of our icons.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're drinking margaritas.
I'm not sure if that's legal
Uh-oh.
to drink and stream, but
Oops.
we're doing it.
Okay, well, cheers.
So if we get a little silly, sorry.
When do we start playing?
We won't get too silly, though. I like to chit-chat for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to start playing, and hopefully we'll play about 3 games. So we'll give another, 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll start a game.
All right, Peggy's drinking wine.
Oh, nice.
Cheers, Peg.
Okay, so let's see. Deborah, it says you tried Mahjong Time as a premiere. Some issues just on quickness. Yeah, you'll get used to it. And one of the things about making quick decisions is it will desensitize you to making mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. You can recover. So just one discard at a time. Oh, look, someone is inviting me to an American-style game. You will get that sometimes. You see this little pop-up? Someone invited me to join. I'm going to go ahead and accept. So we'll go ahead and wait. We got one more player here. Let's see. Shirley, Costco margarita with wine. That sounds different. Oh my gosh, we're starting. Okay, here we go. We're going to play a game here. So as far as core strategy, the first thing I do is I organize my tiles in suit and in order. And then I look at my multiples, because American style is a game of multiples, pairs, pungs, kongs, and you want to build around those. There are only 10% of the hands, 20% of the hands have single tiles. All of the other have multiples. So we have 2 multiples, 4s and 6s. 4s and 6s are evens. So we're going to go for the evens category. I'm going to get my card out so Deidre can follow along. Let's see, where's my card? There it is. Okay, so we're going to collect every even we can get, including east and west wins, because east and west goes with evens. So here we go. We're building around the 4 dot and the 6 dot. So the idea during the Charleston is that I see your point there, Peg, about playing on the iPad. I'm going to cover that in a minute. But we're going to keep the red dragon because there is a hand that uses dragons. We'll go ahead and get rid of the 1 crack, south, and 9 bam. So the idea when you're in the Charleston is gathering. This game is divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is the Charleston, where you're trying to make your hand as best as it can be before the pick and discard phase of the game. You're collecting around your multiples. So we're keeping every even tile we get, everything else goes. And then when we run out of discards, that's when you pick a hand. Or whittle down your category if you're in between categories. Right now, we're focused in evens. So we don't need any odds. Okay, there's an east and a west. The only east-west or wind hand with evens is in the wind and dragon category, and it uses like numbers. Since we don't have like numbers, we can totally get rid of these. We have a 4 and a 6, so the east and west in this case is not going to help us. So we're going to throw those away. As far as what to discard, you want to make your discards an even, an odd, different suits with a win. That's the best discard you can give. As far as passes, passing something like this right here, we're passing a 7-9. Those are both big evens. This is risky, very risky, and in the same suit. But because I'm in evens here, I kind of have no choice. So there's always going to be some risk in whatever pass you give. You just want to be as defensive as possible while still building your hand. Some of the big no-nos that I go by are: do not pass all 3 tiles in the same category unless you absolutely have to. Don't pass dragons, especially white dragons. Don't pass flowers, and don't pass like numbers or pairs. If you're interested, oh look, we got a keeper. That took a while. And we have another keeper here. Now look, we have a flower, a west, and a 9 crack. We have to pick a hand because we really only have 2 discards. So I am going to pick the hand with the dragons, which is the second hand from the bottom, under 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's 2, 4 in one suit pair, 6, 8 in a second suit, and then the dragon from the third suit. And look at, we have no gaps. And that's because I built around my multiple. I built around the multiples. And more times than not, you're going to find success. If you end up with 4 discards or fewer during the Charleston, that is a successful Charleston. And you see here, I have 4 discards. So that was a successful Charleston. We built around the multiples, we passed defensively, and we ended up with 4 discards. So that is how you take care of the phase 1, or what I call the begin game. The Charleston is the begin game. Now we're in the middle game. This is the beginning of the pick and discard phase of the game. In this part of the game, you're focused on building around whatever you decided to do. In this case, we're in the evens category. We actually ended up picking our hand because we ran out of discards. So we're focused on one hand at the moment. So we're just going to gather every tile for that hand that we can and give ourselves options. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all the even tiles just in case this hand falls apart.
9 bamboo.
And that's what this phase of the game is going to be. So the first wall went away during the deal. The second wall we're in now.
6 characters.
So I'm going to keep that 6 just in case.
1 dot.
We may not need it. Oh, and by the way, that hand we're going
9
for
dots.
is an exposable hand. So I can claim a discard for the 6
7
bam.
dots.
I need an 8 bam badly. If the red dragon goes down, I can Kong
West
that.
wind.
We just got a joker. That's perfect.
9 dots.
Because now we can claim that
1
8 bam
bamboo.
for a pung. And this is called being set. Anytime that you are at a place where each piece of your hand is ready to act on, we're going to pass on that. That's called being set. We can pung the
West
6.
wind.
We can pung the 8 bam, and we can
9
Kong the
dots.
red and be ready on a 2 dot. That is called being set.
8 dots.
Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so now we're going to build up our hand
bamboos.
during this wall. When we get to right about in here, we're starting in on the 3rd wall, and that is where you want to really focus on getting rid of risky tiles and joker bait. And we'll talk about joker bait in a bit.
Chrysanthemum.
Okay, we don't need that. So right now we're just looking to pung and Kong.
2 dots.
Okay, you cannot call for a pair. We have to draw in the pair or let that be the winning tile.
dragon.
So we have to watch that
White
because
dragon.
there are only 4 of everything and you cannot use a joker with a pair. So we need that 2 dot. We're on alert at the moment because there's only 3 more 2 dots. Deidre doesn't play this style,
North wind.
so she's kind of new to this. She knows how to play Wright Patterson,
9 characters.
and I think you know how to play Japanese style, right?
Well, Wright Patterson when we were little girls.
Yes, when we were
Yes.
little ones. Okay, did we miss any comments here? Okay, no, we're good.
But Patty's from Orlando. Hi, Patty.
Oh, cool.
characters.
That's not too far. That's like an 8-hour drive for me. So we still haven't got, I'm surprised we haven't gotten any opportunities to pung or Kong yet. Okay, now we have joker bait. So joker bait is when you have a pair that you don't need, or any multiple. I mean, you could end up with a pung that you don't need. In this case, we have 8 dots. The thing about the 8 dot though is someone already threw it and nobody wanted it. So this may not come in handy.
Characters.
But the idea with joker bait is that if you hold pairs that you don't need, if you throw one of them out, somebody may want that and expose with a joker. On your next turn, you use the 2nd tile from that pair to exchange that
Green
joker.
dragon.
That's how joker bait works. I don't know if it's going to work this time. We'll have to wait and see.
North wind.
Okay, what did Shirley say there?
She said, not sure about that, but I think only have the option to
3
suit
characters.
tiles.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
6
Wait.
characters.
Oh, I can play on the iPad, but it won't let me arrange the
Oh,
tiles.
yeah, that is a feature or a lack of a feature in the mobile app. You cannot sort your tiles, which, uh-oh, that's not good. There are two dots out. Our hand is almost dead. We need a 2-dot badly. We may have to switch to another even hand. We may have to switch. This is crazy. This has happened.
1 dot.
We need an 8-bam, a 6-bam, and a red dragon.
1 bamboo.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see, Shirley.
3 characters.
Okay, I got to get rid of that flower. You want to start getting rid of flowers, white dragons, and joker bait right now because we're heading into the end of the third wall. At the end of the third wall, you want to start getting rid of those risky tiles. You do not want to be left with pears, dragons, and flowers in the fourth wall because you could be giving people a chance to build up their hand, and then you're giving away those risky tiles in that fourth wall. You may end up having to pay for a winning hand. So try to get rid of them. Like I'm going to probably end up throwing... I need to make a decision. I need that 2-dot is what I really need. Maybe I better hold on to that 8. Oh. Now, we could play 2, 4, 6, 8 with pung, kong, and then the 8 or the reds could be joker bait. We may need to switch to that because the 2, 4, 6, 8, which is the second hand down, you can use any amount of jokers for that. We may have to switch to that. So I'm going to hold that 4-dot.
3 bamboo.
We need that 2-dot badly. It's still viable though. Until that 2-dot goes down, we're going to go for it.
2 characters.
So I need to get rid of this 8-dot because okay, so there's a joker available there. Yep, that glowy tile there, that is a joker, and that is available.
8 characters.
Oh, we got a joker. Nice.
8
Okay,
dots.
so we're 2 away here. I still don't have to pick a hand. I'm still not at a decision point yet. I can still go in between 2, 4, 6, 8, the second hand down. Until that 2-dot goes down. I still have 1 more tile left before I have to pick.
7 dots.
I think a lot of people really put a lot of pressure on themselves to pick a hand. But you don't have to pick a hand until you run out of discards. Or until someone discards something that you may need for a hand that you're considering. So don't feel pressured. Okay, there we go. We're gonna Kong. Okay, so we are really. I'm banking on still getting that 2-dot. We're still 1 discard away. We are still in a. Oh, there we go. We need to pung, and now we're ready on the 2-dot. So we barely made it by the skin of the teeth because we still need that 2-dot. Okay.
6 characters.
So we're ready for a 2-dot. Let's see if we can get it.
9 bamboo.
It's a race. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more picks.
Dragon.
That 2-bam is good.
2 bamboos.
We need a 2-dot. That's what we're looking for. I was just looking at. Anytime I look to the left, it's because I'm looking at chat.
8 characters.
So more likely than not, everybody knows what we're doing at the table. So somebody may hold that 2-dot as defense.
1 character.
It'd be nice to draw it.
Pung.
Okay, so they're playing 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive. They need 4 bams. I hope I don't draw it. There are none out.
2 bamboos.
Oh, I thought that was it. I heard 2 and I was kind of, oh, I'm on the edge of my seat at the moment. We need a 2-dot. Okay.
2 characters.
Uh-oh.
7 bamboos.
Oh, this player across from me has no dragons out. They could be going for a pure hand. No jokers gets double payment.
Characters.
We're looking for a 2-dot. Ready on a 2-dot.
8 dots.
Oh, Darn it.
6 characters. 5 bamboos.
It's hard, though, when you expose yourself like this, though, because everybody knows what you need. Oh, they got it. Well, goody for them. Well done. All right. Did they make it? Nope, they've got a joker there, which is totally fine. And they picked it themselves, so that's a good way to go out. All right, well, let me know what you think about that game. In the comment section, write what you thought about the decisions that I made. If you would have done something different, write it in the comment section. Let's see, Shirley asked, do you throw it if you draw it when you are one away? Okay, so basically, do I play to win or do I switch to defense? I play to win. If I'm ready, I play to win. If you play defense when you're ready to win and you throw your hand in, if you think somebody else is ready, you may never win. So I play to win. If I'm ready to win, I play to win. That's just a personal choice. Okay, so let's see if we can find another game. Does anybody have any questions about strategy by wall? I have a link to this in most of my lessons. You can go to my website and download this for free. There's a PDF download section under styles on my website at mahjongcentral.com. I call this strategy by wall, and I spell out everything I said during that game.
Dorothy said your 2 dot was still in the wall.
Yep. I would have loved to have picked that. That would have been sweet. So, okay, here's a game we can join right here. Here is a 6-second. Let's join the 8-second one so that we have a little more time to chat. Okay, so we're waiting for one more player here. You can see that we have 2 brown belts and a green belt. That is not necessarily a description of your skill level. That just means that's what you've ranked to in the game at Mahjong time. You could have a white belt who is an advanced player who's ranking up. Like for me, I consider myself to be an advanced player. Ooh, Mr. Piano, he wins a lot. He is a black belt. He is a skilled player. Since it was the first 8-bam thrown, you called it because you were set. Yes. Okay, I'm going to sort here. We have 2 jokers. Oh, nice. You get 8 jokers, Deidre. 8 jokers are in the game. Oh. We have no other multiples. This happens all the time. So you think, well, what am I going to do? You build around what you have the most of. I've got like numbers here, 2 9s. I also have a run here of a 1, 2, 3. I do have some dragons, though. I might play a year hand, or I'm thinking like numbers. So I think we're going to be in between a year hand or like numbers. Let's give that a try. So let's throw the 8, 3 south. Okay, you just realized you cannot chat if you're viewing on full screen. What device are you on, Carol? If you are on a mobile device, oh, look, we got a 9. We're going to keep that. We have tiles to pass, so we do not have to pick a hand. You do not have to pick a hand until you run out of discards. That's the goal of this phase of the game.
This is Charleston?
This is the Charleston. This is the begin game where you are trying to build your hand for the pick and discard phase. It's kind of the setup, as it were. You know, we should maybe hold on to the north. Maybe we could play a quint. Okay, we actually do have to decide. We have too many options here because we only have 2 discards. For the dragons that we have, let's get rid of the 9 dot. Because we could still play a like number hand, which is right there, with dragons. Let's see. So on your laptop, are you viewing on an app or are you viewing via a web browser? Because if you view via a web browser, you will have the capability of doing chat. We picked up a north. I'm thinking we should try for a quint. Oh, look, we have our first multiple in 9s. Let's give up the year hand, in which case we can maybe, well, we can throw away the 7 dot, the 1 bam, 2 bam right here. We're going to focus on either like numbers or a quint. A quint is 5 of a kind up here. Those are big hands. Oh, you have me on TV. Yeah, you can't chat on TV. Oh, I see. You're watching both. Oh, look, we got a south. Maybe we should play north and south with 9s. That would be in the Wind and Dragon category. So we are in between quints, Winds and Dragons, and like numbers. We're spanning 3 categories right now. Eventually, we're going to have to whittle down. Let's see, what does Peg say about gravitating to forcing a hand or something?
I find myself gravitating to forcing hands I'm comfortable with. Is this a newbie thing?
Well, oh, look, we got another multiple. We need to switch to north and south with 9s to leverage those multiples. And we are down to having to throw a white dragon, which I try not to do. But look at this setup here. All we need is a 9 dot, and we will take care of that gap. But we can use jokers for the missing 9 dot, and we just got it. We are now in a situation where we have no gaps. We're going to pass 1 blind. I really don't like passing the white dragon, but we only have 3 discards. I'm going to say pass 2. We're going to pass 1 blind because I do not like to pass flowers. Yeah, as far as playing hands that you're comfortable with, that is, I try to discourage people from doing that because it limits you in your opportunities. I would rather see you force yourself to play hands you're not comfortable with because that will expand your mind into playing things, throughout the card. You want to be able to traverse the card, play whatever your tiles. The tiles that you get, you want to make decisions based on the tiles you get, not what you're comfortable with. Try to be comfortable with every category. Let's see. Select 2 tiles to throw. Okay. Thank you, Deidre. We need a 9 dot, and let's see here. A 9 dot would have been nice. But that was a really successful Charleston because we only have 3 discards. We are actually, we got a keeper. Look at that. So this 9 dot maybe could be one of the pair tiles. We're playing this hand. The 3rd hand down is what we're playing. We only have 2 discards.
2 dots.
So we need a north. We need a north, a south, and a 9 dot. We're only 2 away from this hand.
Wow.
5 dots.
Yeah, that was a really good Charleston. But it's because of building around the multiples. Building around the multiples is key for American style. This strategy doesn't work for Asian versions. Unless you're going for all pung, which is, all 3 of a kind. But for American style, it's built on multiples. There are only 20% of the hands on the card have singles. This is a game of multiples. So we're looking for a north, a south, and a 9 dot.
6
Only 2 discards. Nope, don't need that. Does anybody have any questions?
And that's why I watch you, Nancy says.
2 dots.
What? I don't understand. You watch what? Because I have 2 discards?
Pung.
You build around the multiples. That's really it's a strong strategy. I mean, there are several strategies really, and I just posted a question on Facebook today about what is your favorite strategy, because there are other strategies. This is my particular favorite strategy, building around multiples. Okay, we are playing a concealed hand, so we cannot take that. We have to draw this hand until we're ready to
7
win.
dots.
Is Explorer better to watch than on Chrome?
I have found better performance on Chrome as far as playing the game. For watchability, I think it doesn't matter. But for playing, I think Chrome, I find a better
4 dots.
better performance. But I have streamers and gamers in the house, so that may be my own environment causing that problem. I don't think it matters, though. Okay, I'm not very comfortable at the moment because this 9 dot is going to be a pair tile. Uh-oh. I'm going to hold that for joker bait.
8 dots.
I'm going to hold this flower. Okay, you have to kind of visualize when the wall is broken, you have to visualize walls. Like this wall up to about right here is the 4th wall. Towards this part of this 3rd wall right here, I need to get rid of these flowers right about in here because you want to get rid of joker bait, especially flowers and white dragons, before the end of the 3rd wall. So this is the 3rd wall up to right about here. If you could see my mouse moving around. I want to get rid of those flowers right about there because we don't know, probably this player over here to my left may be needing flowers. What did Shirley just say?
I have had problems with Chrome better on Safari, something to do with Flash Player, I think.
Safari, I believe, is the browser on mobile devices. I don't know if Safari is on a PC, on a desktop, but I've never had a problem on Safari myself. Okay, so that is one of the tiles we need, but we can use jokers for the north and south. You can use jokers for anything that's 3 of a kind or more. Okay, we're going to get rid of one of the flowers. We kind of have to.
Plum.
We'll see if anybody takes it. Nope. Nobody wants flowers, apparently.
Nancy says she watches you because you teach her not to do the same hands.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. You want to be comfortable with every part of the card because, okay, now we have to use a joker for one of those south. So that one of these jokers, okay, now there's a north. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We're not drawing well at the moment. But there are no 9 dots out at the moment. So at this point, the hand is still viable.
But couldn't someone else be holding those dots, 9 dots?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like this player across from us,
yeah.
They have 7s out.
Yeah.
They could be playing an odd hand. Like they could be doing a 7-9 maybe. So, yeah, they could be playing a consecutive hand that uses 9s. So, yeah, someone could be holding that 9. That's one of the risks that you take. That's why having your pairs dedicated or, you know, set is a good thing. What's your question?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. So they are playing a 2-4-6-8 hand. The player on my right is playing the second hand down. Anytime someone has 2 exposures out, you can pretty much figure out what hand they're playing. We're going to pass on that, of course. Oh, there's a 6. So the player on my right is playing the second hand down. 2 crack in pung, 4 crack in kong, 6 bams are a pung, and 8 bams are a kong.
Bamboo.
Nobody wants flowers, so we can consider these safe tiles at this point.
8 characters.
We need a 9 dot and a south. No, but the souths are, yeah, we could still get the south. 8 dot, no, we don't need that. That's the second 8 dot out, so that's okay. Let's see.
Characters.
Yeah, Safari is the Apple browser. Yeah. Oh, somebody won. Oh, and they had our 9 dots. Okay, always congratulate the winner. Don't forget about that. It's always encouraging to try to, you know, Oh, and look, Mr. Piano. I told you. I told you he was a good player. So let me try to congratulate him if I can get my cursor down there. Sometimes this little ribbon comes up. Yeah, we couldn't get anywhere. We were only 2 away from that hand and we did not draw. So that's where luck comes in. If you don't draw your tiles, you know, it just doesn't work out for you that time. You just move on to the next game. So try not to take it personally when you don't win. That had nothing to do with decision making. We were set. We had everything we needed. We just needed to draw. So that was the right decision. It just didn't come in. And it's not letting me down there. This is, oh, there we go. I finally got in. Well done,
Mr. Piano.
Mr. Oops, if I could type. Oops. There we go. Okay, does anybody have any questions about this strategy by wall concept? Okay, Shirley, how did you get in? What do you mean? How did I log into
How did you congratulate?
Oh, I just basically clicked down there until I saw my cursor blinking. I just put my cursor down there until I got a bracket, and then I clicked. And now you can see in the bottom right. Oh, let me pull this up down here. Hold on a second.
I don't think they can see that. There.
Yeah, there. Now you can see chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you can see chat down there. You just click in there. See that little ribbon that just came up with right down here, this little skinny ribbon? That's what was keeping me from typing in there. And I don't know why that thing comes up. But anyway, does anybody have any questions about strategy by wall? I will make sure that there's a link to this PDF from my website. And also I wanted to ask if anybody is experiencing a lag. As I explain what's happening in the game, is there a lag on your device at all? I expect to see around a second lag, but anything more than that, you know, I feel bad about. Not third time. What does that mean?
We all seem to have, okay, how did you get in? Then we all seem to have that problem.
Oh.
Maybe about the ribbon coming up.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to ask Slava about that. I keep meaning to ask him about that. Oh, good. No lag. That's awesome. Okay. We have time for one more game. Oh, good. I did tweak my settings. One comment behind. Okay. That's not bad. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know about no lag. That's good news. I did tweak my settings a little bit. So I think we might have found a sweet spot. We're going to wait for a table opening. You can see the fifth column over shows you little people here. They're all, anytime there's 4 golden people there, they're all seated at a table. Let's go ahead and just start a game. Let's pick Friends of Haptoy.
Haptoy.
That would be me. My name is Haptoy.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your handle?
That's my avatar name.
Oh, avatar.
Yeah, whatever you name yourself in the game, that's called an avatar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like your alter ego or your
or your trucker handle.
Yeah, exactly. Your ham handle, right,
Yes.
Marcia? Marcia is the ham operator. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about strategy by wall? And I think I don't remember if I said this, if I finished a thought or not, but I will leave a link below the video. Under the video, you just click show more to open up the video description, and you will see a link to the PDF I call core strategy, and that is all explicitly laid out in that little card that you can download and print out and kind of reference that as you're learning this particular strategy.
Susan asked, what is Mahjong Central on the list?
I was trying, oh, what in the world is that? Okay, I don't know what that is. Not interested. Okay. I created that particular table because I was trying to create private games, and I learned how, by the way. Slava gave me the instructions on how to do it. So last week I was trying to create private games, and I created both Friends of Haptoy and Mahjong Central, but I didn't know how to do it right. So those are just in there for now until they go dormant. When they go dormant, they'll fall off the list. Okay, so we have one multiple, 5s. Believe it or not, that multiple right there is the strength of the hand. So we're going to build around it. That 5, bam, is the multiple that we're going to build around. So I look at the rest of my tiles and I gather whatever I have the most of. In this case, I think 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive run, I think, is the strongest possibility. So I'm going to pull over every 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to pick 4 tiles around your multiple whenever you're in a mixed suit option. And if you look at the hands under consecutive run, 3, 4, 5, 6 is, there are like several different options that you can go for. So you don't have to pick a hand. You just want to gather 4 tiles around your multiple. In this case, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what we're going to gather until we run out of discards. This is the gathering phase of the game. We just picked up another multiple with the 4 and a 5. Now we have 3 multiples. We have 4s and 5s. And now we have like numbers and a 2 dot. Now we have to pick a hand because I'm not going to pass like numbers. So we have to whittle down our decisions here. I think we should give up the 3, and that way we can pass 8, 2, 3. And we still have 4, 5, 6 in our options. I'm thinking we should play a pair hand. 4, 5 consecutive pair hand. This would be the second hand from the bottom under singles and pairs. So we need 2 flowers and then 4, 5 in pairs in each suit. We need a 4 crack and a 4 bam. The other option might be 4, 5, 6 with 5s in the middle, which would be the second from the bottom under consecutive run. We need 6 dots though in order to play that hand. Okay, I need that to go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so these are not good tiles, and that's going to be a kind of a risky pass here. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and break it up a little. Well, it's going to be risky no matter what, actually. And I was thinking maybe we could even get that north back. We could play north and south with 5s. I think I'm going to go ahead and make these last 4 here our discards. Let's pass a 6, 8. Let's pass a 6, 7, 8. That way it's one of each suit. They're all consecutive, so that's a little bit risky. But at some point you're going to have risk. There's just no way around it. I think we could go ahead and keep the 3. Maybe a 3, 4, 5, 6, although we just gave up the 6 crack. Let's go ahead and just give these 3 up here. We don't really need any of those. If we get a 6 dot, I think a 4, 5, 6 with 5s in the middle might work. Somebody's thinking. And you can see here I've had this flower sitting over here. I don't like passing flowers, so this most likely is going to be one of my first discards, or I'll save it for joker bait. Somebody is thinking or stuck. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, there we go. We need a 4 bam or a 4 crack. Nope. But we did get the north back. I'm still not going to pass a flower. Let's give up the... Oh, 3 dot. Look, we have 2 3s. I'm not going to pass like numbers. That is just as bad as passing a pair, in my opinion. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to pass the south. South 9 dot 3 crack. Okay, there we go. We'll give up on the north and south with 5s. We have no multiples with... Oh, someone just gave me 2 1s. See, if I were playing odds, like little odds, that would have fit right into my hand. That's why I don't like doing that. Okay, so let's pass north. We'll pass 3 across. Okay, so we'll break up those 1s and pass it with a west. Okay, what's this?
Oh, hi, Michelle. Thanks for letting me know. I can chat if I get out of full screen.
Okay, sweet. We still needed 4 bams and 4 cracks. That would be nice. Or a 6 dot would be awesome. Oh, bummer.
9 dots.
Okay, so, well, we got our flower.
7 bamboos.
It'd be really nice if we can get a 4 bam and a 4 crack and play that pair hand. If we get a 6 dot, we could maybe play 4, 5, 6 with 4s or 5s in the middle.
5 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass on that. We're not going to claim anything. Don't claim
9
a
dots.
discard just because you can. Sometimes I see people with a pung in their
5
hand,
wind.
and if their 4th tile goes down, they Kong it just because they can, and then they build around that. I don't agree with that
West
strategy. I think it's best to stay concealed and leverage what you have without
Three
having to make that kind of
characters.
decision. Okay, so there is a 5 crack.
8 characters.
I'm thinking
9 bamboos.
we have to just hold tight and see what happens. We don't
One
have to make a
character.
decision because we have discards. I'm thinking we might be able to
Green
switch though
dragon.
to like numbers because oh my goodness, look at that. We just got a pair of north. Sometimes I get tempted to play for a quint even though I have no jokers. I know
North
that's
wind.
very oh, I
Nine
accidentally threw that.
Whoops.
Or did I forget to click something to discard? The game might have thrown that away for me.
1 dot.
Okay, never mind. So much for the quint. We'll just discard it. That was kind of a
North
crazy idea anyway. I do think it is a bit
North
crazy to play a
wind.
quint with no jokers, but sometimes I find myself doing it.
6 characters.
You know, you got to be a bit of a risk taker
One
sometimes
character.
if you're going to really go big.
8 dots. Pung.
Especially when it gets to be like the last hand of the
One
day,
dot.
especially if you're playing in a tournament or some kind of special event. I'll go for
One
something
dot.
big if I can.
White dragon.
End on a high note. Okay, so we got a 3. We have a
bamboos.
couple of 3s here. I actually am considering maybe a little odd hand. 1 3 3 5. I don't know. We're kind of in
West
between. We're in between. We still don't have to pick a hand,
3
but
bamboos.
we're straddling 2 categories right now.
1 character.
I'm thinking, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we'll get rid of that 1. I'm thinking
One
we should
dot.
switch to like numbers with 5s and 6
West
flowers.
wind.
That would be under like numbers. This would be the first hand, no, second hand for like numbers.
3 dots.
And this 4 dot here would be joker
8
bait.
bamboos.
I'm going to hold the other 5 though. Let's see what happens.
1 bamboo.
So I'm thinking like numbers. And the reason why I'm thinking about switching is we have no 4 bam or 4 crack. We've got gaps.
South
The
wind.
5 crack here being a pung and then having 3 flowers.
Chrysanthemum.
We're going to go ahead and commit to it.
Pung.
Okay, so we're committing now to the
3 bamboos.
like number hand with 6 flowers.
8 dots.
At some point you have to commit. We are heading into,
Characters.
we're in the 3rd wall right now. You want to try to
5
be,
bamboos.
uh-oh, we're going to need a joker now. When you are in that
White
3rd wall,
You want to commit
well,
to a hand?
yes,
Dot.
by the end of the 3rd wall you should know your hand. At the beginning of the 3rd wall you should know your category. So at this point we have our hand and we're heading into the middle of the 3rd wall. So that's good timing.
7 characters.
That gives you time to fortify your hand. We need a joker though.
Chrysanthemum.
And we need a flower.
Red dragon.
We need a joker for that 5 bam and we need a flower to make another pung.
7 bamboo.
This is joker bait. We want to get rid of that joker bait right about where Hop Toy is, right here. Because you want to get rid of those
1 character.
joker bait and fresh tiles, meaning no tiles that have been discarded or exposed. You want to get rid of those before the end of the 3rd wall. This right here is about the end of the 3rd wall, right above my name, Hop Toy, right here. If you kind of visualize what's left in that wall and kind of swap it over here.
2 dots.
So right about here, oh, we got the joker. Woo! Woohoo!
6 bamboo.
Okay, so now we can claim the 5 bam. We need a flower to be set for this hand. We're still behind the curveball. We can now get rid of this 5 dot and hold on to that joker bait for a little while
West
longer.
wind.
But we really got to get rid of it right about in
5
here.
dots.
No, we don't want that. So if you have fresh tiles in the 4th wall, like right in here, that is very risky.
4 dots.
Okay, we do not want that. And nobody flinched. nobody wants it. So that's not good. We can be, you know, we can kind of see that as a safe tile because nobody wanted it. Either that or they're not ready for it. Okay, we'll get rid of that.
9 bamboos.
Okay, so 2 more picks and we'll get rid of the 4 dots.
9 characters. Red dragon.
Oh, somebody won. Where are we? Oh, okay, year hand. Very nice. They must have been set up well. So, well done for them. That was actually pretty good for us, though, too. Even though we had 3 discards, including Joker bait, we had just about everything we needed. We just needed 1 more flower to get set. So that was a pretty good hand, actually. Over here, they were playing a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, but they were in between. They kind of had a little bit of a mess over there. And then over across, they were ready to win. They needed a 6 dot. The player across from this player here, right here, they needed a 6 dot to win. So that was a pretty tight game, I think. Let me know what you think about that particular game right in the comment section. And that is going to conclude our gaming tonight. We played for an hour. Do you guys think 1 hour is enough? Let me know if you want to go longer. We played 3 games, and we had about a 10-minute lead-in just with chat at the beginning. Write in the comments section if you think this live stream should be longer. I'd be willing. Thanks, Peg. It was fun, and I feel like we got to talk a lot about strategy. I hope it helps you. I know that there's a lot to consume as far as that particular strategy by wall. There's a lot to consider, but if you break it down by wall, it's in edible chunks, I guess, if you think about it that way. Oh, you're welcome, Shirley. What is LOML? LOML.
Today is LOML.
What is LOML, Peg? And Carol, what do you mean the Maj winning hand is not in order? Oh, that is more of a Mahjong time thing. The players do have the ability to set it in order, but it's not a quote-unquote requirement. Thanks, Peg. Okay, Nancy, you think we should go longer, more games? See you later, Susan. Thanks for joining the stream.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving. I'm very grateful for so many things in my life, and this YouTube thing is one of the biggest. It's been so much fun, and I thank everybody for subscribing and joining me on this journey and joining the community. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I hope you all are having fun.
Kathleen could go for another 30 minutes.
Okay, so that would equate to 2 more games. So maybe we could do that next time. Janice, you're willing to go longer? Okay, I think next week we'll take it to an additional 2 games. So we'll go to an hour and a half, and that would allow for 2 more games. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Josephine. Okay, yeah, let's try to do those. Now that I know how to do private games, let's go ahead and try to do subscribers only for playing together, and that will be the first Sunday in December for American Style. Happy Thanksgiving, Shirley. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Absolutely.
It's been so much fun, and I'm so happy about this growing community. I really hope to see a lot more comments and people sharing about strategies that they use and things that they might have done differently. You know, I am not the end-all be-all of Mahjong. I have lots to learn myself, and I know there are strategies out there that I could stand to incorporate into my own gaming, so I'm looking forward to hearing about new strategies. All right, so I guess we're at 8 o'clock, 1 minute after, so let's go ahead and close out. Thanks again, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Good night.